Hey guys, Cute Kitty here, and I just did a live stream a few moments ago, so you guys should go check that out. I drew this, and you can see exactly how I drew this, but it's not step by step, but you can still see how I made it. And so today I will be doing my first tutorial, and I want to do these more often, show off more of my artistic abilities. Don't worry, I'll always be doing LPS videos, and as the Christmas season gets closer, like 2 days closer, I'm hoping for one of my Christmas gifts to be a recorder that works for my computer, so I could start making some gameplay roleplays. Anyways, I don't know why I'm showing you guys some of my LPS. You will see this little creature in a soon episode of Christmas special. But anyways, yeah. So I'll be showing you guys how to make a wolf. Now, it won't be any regular wolf. No, I'll be teach you guys how to make the heads of a wolf. It's not super complex, but it's a little something. It's quite simple to make, but I really enjoy making wolves and galaxies, like this little thing right here. But anyways, let's get on to the tutorial. So first, you would want to start by making a circle. Any size. The circle is supposed to represent the head, but you can make a big circle or a small circle. It doesn't really matter, as long as you make the right size for your head. Okay. And then you start off by making a little indent curve that kind of goes some very close to the circle, and then after you do that, you go back to it and make a big dent. There's a big dent right there, and then you're making the nose. It's a profile picture. It's not like a face-to-face thing, like if the dog was this way. No, it's more like if it was this way. Anyways, this is not LPS related, but it's a dog, so it helps me explain what I'm trying to say. Anyways, thank you, Duncan. Anyways, so then if you want it to be a female, you make the nose bigger. No, if you want it to be a female, you want it to make it small and stumpy. But if you want to make a male, you want it to be more longer but thin. So I will be making a female nose, so mine will be small and stumpy. You might need to go over it and get just the right curves, just like so. And anyways, so after that, you just then you start, oh wait, sorry, this is my first thing, so yes. Okay, so then we'll start just starting off with the whole head. So after that, you kind of continue with this part right here and kind of make it go all the way and stop by the bump area where before the dent is right here. And then you want to erase a small part. Now, as you can tell, I made mine way too big, but first you draw a big triangle and then make a little one. You can either do this one back and this one forward, the little one in the front or the little one in the back. It doesn't really matter, but I prefer making my big one in the front and my little one in the back. I mean, my big one in the back and my little one in the front. you're going to have to play around with these ears. Mine's not perfect, as you can tell, but you want to get them. These are supposed to symbolize the ears. And as you know, it's a profile picture, so you won't really see these together. So that's why this one of them's supposed to be smaller than the other. And then as you go down, you start kind of making this triangular shape with it, but you're not actually making a triangle. And so what you're kind of doing is you're kind of going in and curving out, kind of making the bottom of an S. Wait, the bottom of the backwards S. Sorry, I can't speak today. And then you start making, then you do that to the front, but you make it more curved. And you might need to play around with this to make it a good vibe to it, as so. And then you make like a little tip to the bottom. And then you try to make this part, make it lightly. I might have done it a little too dark, but then you then you start making tiny triangles to make the fill of the fur. And then you could also do it to this side, doesn't really matter. I'll maybe do just a little bit on this side and erase a little bit. Okay, so after you get that done, you have your head. Now, what you probably want to do is erase the circle. That's why you need to make the circle lightly make the circle. Anyway, so after you do this may look a little different, and I might have made the ears a little too small. But like I said, you're going to have to be able to play around with this, because it all differs by perception and what you think looks good. Anyway, so after you fix anything, and like if you want to make a bigger one, like a male, you would probably make the muzzle out here and maybe make the head a little thinner. But like I said, I'm going to be making a female wolf head. And then after that, you kind of want to make 2 triangles, or maybe add some small triangles with it. Like if you're going to do a soloist where you're going to paint it full black or something like that, then you don't need to do this part. But if you're like actually trying to make a head, then you'll do this part. This is not going to be realistic, by the way. I forgot to say that in the beginning of the video. But it's going to be a little cartoonish. Like I said, it's not going to be super realistic, but it's going to be realistic to the point where if you don't do this next 3 steps, it won't. If you do these next 3 steps, it will look more like a cartoon. But if you skip these 3 steps, and then you paint it or you use your oil pastels, it will look more realistic. I made my friend a painting with a head like this, and they absolutely loved it. And by the way, your drawings can turn out to be a really great Christmas gift if you are wondering. If you're very artistic, or you really love to paint, or you're very good at making oil pastel paintings, you could give those to your friends and they will absolutely love it. Okay, and since I'm not going to make this such a big deal, but I'm going to draw an eye. It doesn't have to be super crazy. And like I said, this isn't perfect. It's just trying to explain the whole thing. So I'll make an oval-like shape, and then make a big circle, then make a somewhat half circle, and also make kind of a little swish thing. Then I would shade it in, and finish it with maybe a little eyelash or something, and then add an eyebrow. If you want, you don't have to add an eyebrow, but you can. And there. After this, you erase some things to make it look good, and you should have a wolf head. Almost forgot. You make like a little rectangle at the top, and then make a little rectangle at the bottom, and it gives you a nose. And if you want to go realistic, you make like a curve, but for this seed, like I said, we're going to make it cartoonish. So I would be making a little smile. And there you go. And that is how you make a wolf head. And if you wanted to, you could just do 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 do. And if you wanted to, you could make a wolf body. Like I said, it's not very realistic. That's not what I go for. But if you wanted to do something cartoonish, here you go. And you would get something like this for your head. And as I said, this is more cartoonish, not realistic, but this is how you would make a wolf head. And if you guys want me to show you guys how I make my wolf bodies, just let me know. Give this video a like. Go check out some of my LPS related videos, and also go subscribe. I got 5 subscribers right now, and if we can make it to 20 before the month before Valentine's, I will do something special for you guys. Anyways, ciao, and stay your crazy cute self. Bye.